Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our live. My arm is a liar. Alrighty, everybody, I'm CrumbleWig420. I want to thank y'all for coming in this morning. We have a great live setup. Sorry, had to have a sip of coffee there. Let me get right into the side chat. Wild Bill, good morning. Syntax, just watching your video, Week 1 of Flower. Thank you very much for stopping by and watching that, Syntax. Greatly appreciated. Neo, Genian, Zeta. I knew right off the get-go who you were. That's Crapper, so I'm just going to call you Crapper this morning. Crapper, big movie. Thanks for swinging in. What are you doing here? Going out for a little walk. Nice. Nice. Going to catch the stream when you get home. Awesome. William, we will see you when you get to work. All righty. Thanks so much. Sleeps with Sativa. Yo, I went over and checked out some of your stuff on your page. Nice, nice. Yo, Dream Tooth. Good morning and hello from the past. It is a beautiful thing that you're in here this morning. What are you asking here? How long is the fire burn? Because it's only a light burn, 6 to 7 minutes. Okay, Dream. Yeah, big movie. That was Crapper. Crapper. Tooling around in here. Oh, Big, thank you so much for sharing us on your community again. You enjoy that walk. You enjoy that walk indeed. What did Moonlit say? Moonlit said, I feel during these 8 minutes, we do an interlude. Grab your snacks, drinks, and ritual. Grind, roll, pack a bowl. Get your dab rig prepared. Dancing, snacks, and drinks, but with gummies, joints, blunts, and bongs. Nice. JC, you going to bring us back some Dunkin'? Thank you very much. Trying to think of what I'd want from there. They used to have this candied bacon with black pepper on it. That shit was really good. I don't go to Dunkin', so I don't know if they have it anymore. Sounds good, Syntax. What happened with DDS? Moonlit, I don't know what DDS is because I don't know. Yo, Scotty, what's going on? Or how are your little fishies doing? JC, good morning. Good morning. Paul Bowie, good morning. And thank you for being here. Good morning, Tom Kerr. What is going on? 33 Grows is in the house. Seymour, my friend, thank you for being here. Always nice to see you. Vision grows. What is going on in your world today? Hopefully lots of good stuff. Oh, okay. DDS is Dunkin' Donuts. Okay. I am doing great. Had another great day yesterday. Got lots accomplished. So we'll chat about that as we meander our way through all of this. I'll talk about it again, but I did harvest some mushrooms yesterday. So harvested some, dried them, and not a lot, but my first little bit that I took off so other mushrooms could grow and expand and not push everything out of the way. I got like 6.7 grams dried from just the 7 shrooms I pulled off. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that indeed. Do. Little coffee. Gyro, what's going on, my friend? Nice to see you. It's 5:29 for anybody who is on the road, everyone. Good morning. Yo, be careful out there on the road, just like JC said. Absolutely. For anybody who doesn't know, Neo is Crapper. So there'll be a lot of damage going on in there from Crapper. Right, Crapper? Damn it, Crapper. Why'd you change your name? Grow Master Flash. Perfect timing. Oh, because mushrooms are legal. I know. I forgot about that. It's 5:30, everybody. Please make sure you have hydrated. And I say, let's get this first rip out of the way. Though it's like the third for crumble, but let's go. Nice. Nice rip. Nice rip indeed. I might not cough, crapper. So I'm smoking on some of the Gelato OG this morning from Seedsman. Looks like this. Really, really nice. Close up my industrial grinder. If I don't drop the lid on the floor and make a mess. Yeah, that's the downside, Moonlit, to all the hydration. It does make you have to pee. And it makes you have to pee pretty bad. I have the, I don't know, I must have the freaking expanded bladder because I make it through these lives with 3 waters, a cherry Pepsi, and a coffee. Yeah, it is my huge grinder. Here, check it out. Yay big. About the size of the palm of my hand. It's my favorite go-to grinder, I'll tell you that. Oh, nice, Wild Bill. Perfect. Perfect indeed. Cheers, everybody. Got the trim tray refilled. Time for a toke. Fino, Dino, thank you for coming in. And thank you for all your love sprinkling throughout the community. It's always nice to see you out there dropping comments, likes, and stuff on people's channels. So thank you for that. Not that I don't see it from everybody. I do. I see you guys out there sharing the love. Scotty, my friend, how goes your plants? Maybe we can get a sneak peek today. That would be nice. Yo, Maine, what is going on? So glad you are here. Just reading the chat, guys. So, let's talk about Crumble's tent and the video he posted yesterday. So, as you guys know, I thinned my tent down to 6 plants. And I was talking to Maine last night, and we were talking about plant stretch and stuff like that. Good morning, Reborn Dreams. Thank you so much for coming in. Always appreciated. Nice to see you here. So, 2 of the plants that I pulled out of my tent were that Spectre strain that I have. Now, out of the 3 of those plants, 1 was in flower, 2 stayed short and squatty and just vegged fucking beautifully, but no sign of flower after, 5 weeks. So I pulled those 2 out, and yo, Suka, what is going on, my friend? Haven't seen you in a few days. Hope everything's well in your world. So, Maine was talking about my tent looking rather empty and how I probably could have left those 2 plants in there. So I was thinking about putting them back in because I hadn't gotten rid of them yet. But then as Maine was talking, he was like, wait a minute. For all that time, those have been in flower and they haven't done anything. He said, just think if they take that long to get in, how long it might take to flower them out. So, in hindsight, I'm glad I pulled those 2 out. And nope, they won't be going back in. They'll be going out to the plant graveyard. But needless to say, it was a cool thing. Yeah, they were. So let me explain about these seeds that I had for a minute. Yo, Bones does. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hope everyone is off to a good start this morning. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed we are. I'm just rambling about my grow right now, which I'll get back to in a second. Yo, Jamie, good morning and hello. So yeah, everything I planted was regs, which is neither here nor there. But the Spectre strain, I knew nothing about. I made up the name to it because that was the last name of the guy that gave me the branch with the seeds on it. So needless to say, those two plants just, I don't know whether they're genetically fucked or something, but I had a similar situation with one of my apple fritters. One of my apple fritter plants, literally same age as my one that's this tall, only got maybe that big in the pot. Beautiful bushy plant, just, oh, that's no problem, Suka. No problem at all. I believe it or not, I do generally care about you guys. And if we don't see people around that have been in lives for a bit, I get concerned. That's all. I think that's fair as a human being and all that good stuff. Syntax says you're going to love that apple fritter. I have smoked apple fritter before, never grown it myself, so that was one of those bucket list seeds that I had. So absolutely. Yo, 33 Grows, Tom, you're doing a seed giveaway on Friday. Going to post a short on it later today. Awesome. Awesome indeed. Moonlit says can confirm. Apple fritter is lush. Yeah. Yeah, something like that, Crapper. Grandpa's fritter? Scotty, what's Grandpa's fritter? Other than something Crumble hasn't heard of. Something Crumble hasn't heard of. So, getting back to that plant. Oh, Granddaddy Perp crossed with apple fritter? Nice. Nice indeed. Nice, Tom. Neo, you never know what might happen. No problem, Suka. No problem at all. Wild Bill says, I have apple fritter testers I never tested and others like garlic apple something. Okay, cool. Fino Dino said, hashtag Crumbleweed Clubhouse. Nice. Nice indeed. Thank you, sir. I know garlic apples, but think about it. Think about in cooking or like that. It can work together. It absolutely can work together. Apples, garlic, maybe nice pork loin along with that. Turn the garlic and apples into a chutney of some sort. Can have some fun with it. So I can see them working together. Tom, you like the garlic breath? It does sound kind of kinky, Scotty. You're right. Give me some garlic apples, baby. Jeez. Reborn Dreams, garlic apples. You have my attention now. You have piqued my curiosity. Nice. Nice indeed. Yo, Chief in Sessions is in the house. What is going on, Chief? Yo, Chief, I have a question for you, my friend. Jamie said, how's everybody this morning? Hopefully doing as well as Crumble is. Yo, Chiefin, how do I get in touch with you outside of YouTube? Do you have an email up on your channel? So I want to chat with you about something. Yo, JC, I love hats because I have no crumble hair. So that's a big thing. I love hats. Maine. Oh, it's raining again, so you might have another day off. Good morning, Suzanne, and thank you for coming in. Always greatly appreciated. Thank you, Chief, and I will shoot you out an email. Thank you, my friend. I saw you write that earlier, Tom, and I'm sorry I didn't say anything about it, but yes, Tom said, I've been smoking lamb's bread strain. It's really good. Where is that from? I saw you mention it. Is that from, damn it, I can't remember his name right now. It'll come to me. Chiefin_session@gmail. Thank you, Chiefin. Thank you. Galactic Diesel by Muhammad's is new and must try. Tell him Moon sent you, trust me all. Hey, no problem, Chief, and I will. I'll get it to you. Flame Train, that's what I wanted to say. Yo, Chief, and you be safe at work today. Make sure you are engaged, in the zone, and doing your best, which I know you do every day. So you have a super one. Bob Marley loved lamb's breath. Yeah, I have never heard of it before, but then there's a million strains I haven't heard of. That's just the nature of the beast. That it is. It's 5:42, doing a little pre-hydration here. Oh, you're about to do a short real quick and hit the Benjamin? Nice, Chiefin. Nice. Get that content out there. That content out there, get those views. See if YouTube wants to spread some love our way, which I doubt, but that's okay. You know, I like the fact that even with them not spreading the love, we as content creators still get out there and do our stuff. Yo, did I just see Cav come in? Cav, what's going on? You would be super proud of me because I managed to bang out a joint on it yesterday out of that machine with a filter, and I got about half of it left. I'm not going to roll another one right now, but I'll kind of show it off. And then I'll show the first one that I made, because that one will make you guys laugh your asses off. Chief, and you're about to hit 6 million views? Holy shit. Good for you. That's freaking fantastic. Interesting fact about lamb's bread, aka lamb's breath. Through DNA tests, the story of Bob Marley and it being a land race has been proven a lie. Well, that's disappointing. Well, you know what? I like the Bob Marley story better, Frank. And I think that's what happens sometimes when we hear debunked stories. We're like, I like the other one. I know, Cav, I was so freaking excited that it wasn't even funny. I was showing it off to everybody. Acting like a freaking 2-year-old. Yo, next grow in the house. Thanks for stopping in. Dropping the wig in the chat on the side. Crumbleweed does love all the nicknames that you guys have came up with for me. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. I think the first one that started calling me something different on here was Senate, who used to come in and call me Wiggy, and still does when I see him around and stuff like that. So So here's a question for people. Oh, no question. How about hydration? Because it is 5:45. Want to say cheers, everybody? Just reading along in the chat, everyone, and cheers. Are you waiting for it, crapper? I'm trying to keep it on a dull roar this morning. A super dull roar. But you're right. There you are. Are you happy now, crapper? I coughed for you. Excuse me. Yes, I know we are waiting for Big to come back from Duncan. Hopefully he'll bring us something. Cheers, cheers, Bones. You were chatting with Planto and YouTube kicked you out? Cav, YouTube hating on you. Yeah, I know that's true, Frank, but you know what I mean? Some of the stories are pretty damn good. And they make for a good tale. Now, if you're a good storyteller and you can tell the whole story and then get to the end and tell everybody it's bullshit, now that's something good. At least for me. Because I think that's cool. It's a conversation starter. You can get engaged in it and everything and then be like, it's a big fucking lie. You jackasses just listen to me. Yeah, see, I don't know if Pineapple Express got its name before or after the movie. I don't know. Oh, you couldn't find it again, Cav? I hate that when that does happen. Really, Frank, I didn't know that. But that's a something. That is. Frank's talking about what has been done to the duck foot that he got. Australians claiming they own the plant. Hawaiians saying they own it when it's documented proof that it's government created. Next is saying G13 I thought was Pineapple Express. Cab said, I personally don't put a lot into stories around cannabis plants. Well, I guess I'm finding the novelty or humor in some of the stories, because some of them we know we could call straight out bullshit at, but other ones do make me tilt my head to the side and say, if that's the case, that's pretty damn cool. Fino Dino says, Mr. Nice Guy. You are right, Cav. A lot of people do lie. That's why anybody who asks me about the Spectre plant, I'm like, came from an old guy, seeds on a stick. Okay, Syntax is saying G13 and Pineapple Express look nothing alike. Grow both, smell nothing alike either. Okay. Again, this is great because I don't know. And apparently others in here were not aware of that. So that's pretty cool. Right. And I guess those of you who are involved in a lot of the breeding and stuff, or just have an extensive knowledge of the plant, would know that better and be able to pull out some of those lies conclusively ahead of time. Brett, Blankenship, good morning, and thank you for being here. JC said, I live under my military oath. Yo, Seymour, is 45 there? It is, holy shit, it's 45 here. I didn't bother to check this morning. Back in the day, no one was partying in the field of cannabis plants. You're right, Cav. Yo, Monkey Man, what is going on? Monkey Man comes in saying, I don't believe in alarms. Crumbawig is my alarm. Laugh out loud. Cheers, legends. Monkey Man, so good to see you here, sprinkling your love. I think I bumped into you on 3 or 4 lives yesterday. Good for you getting out there and growing, sharing the love. It's always nice. Yeah, we get in, we get out, Cavs. Ha 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 ha. Seed Finder helps with genealogy syntax. Yeah, I can see that. Reborn, my grow is my alarm. Yep. Yo, good morning, Gene. What's going on, my friend? Really? Philo's exposed a lot of breeders? Huh, Frank? Yo, Dragons, good morning. What are you apologizing for? I appreciate you stopping by. Stop by, jump in, jump out. Do your morning calisthenics so you're nice and limber for the live. I mean, whatever you got to do. Brian, good morning, my friend. You need a good memory to be a good liar. My memory is crap, and most of the friends I've had for 40 years, they just say that's bullshit. Yeah. You know, I will tell you, somebody I was talking to the other day ended up going somewhere and coming up on an actual pot farm, cannabis farm, in the middle of a whole bunch of fields. And I thought it was pretty cool. It was on farmland and it was a commercial grow, which made it even cooler. Gene said, my grow is my alarm too. Lights on at 4 o'clock. Absolutely. Grizzly Warrior, thanks for coming in. So great to see you here. There we are. Finally caught back up in that side chat again. 553. See what we got in here. What are you saying here, Monkey Man? Let me see. Appreciate you stopping by. My daughter ended up sick, so live was changed this morning. Monkey Man, throw in here when you're going live so everybody knows. I know generally we have Andrew from Ogo Army coming on at 8:30, Blind Neil at 9, Fresh Princess at 12. So I know there's a lot going on. I know Token Tom, Taproot Tom, either one sometimes comes on in the morning as well. So got a lot of good stuff going on for people to go to after we end our live. I know, getting ready for a rip. The only celebrity endorsement strain I've ever smoked is some of Mike Tyson's stuff. And it was okay. I wasn't over the moon with it. It was okay. You are right, Frank. Don't know why people need to lie about the origins for hype. That's just it. You know, if it's fire, it would probably speak for itself. And own it. Own whatever you did with the genetics. That's all. If you found it in the middle of the fucking Sahara Desert, tell people that's where it came from. Don't make up some shit so everybody who tries to grow it in humid climates ends up with a piece of shit for a plant. That's the thing, too, with some of these origins. William Bartow, take a second rip for me. I'm at work and can't. Absolutely. We're about 5 minutes out from the 6 o'clock rip, and we will double up for you, William. Gene, what do you think of that Belushi Farms? Oh, the 24-hour flu monkey? That bites. Hope she feels better soon. Scotty's smoking on one for you right now, William. Nice. Okay, it was pretty fire. That's cool. Good to know. Alexa, turn all lights off. Freaking asshole, Alexa. God damn it. Alexa, turn all lights off. She's obviously moody this morning. Jeez. Oh, that's so good, Frank. You know, we got the weather changing too. We had a couple of days here that were 73, and now we're back down to the 40s. And it's supposed to be a high of like 56 today. So doesn't do any good for anybody and getting sick and like that. Okay, Gene, Government Oasis was the strain. Nice. Ah, a little cold there, Cav, huh? Anything's possible, Crapper. Tom, you've had the Government Oasis before? Cabs, you need some fuzzy socks, and you probably need a hat. Now, I'm thinking about that. I mean, let's think, who makes hats? I think JC makes hats. Maybe you need a hat. Keep your head warm. Keep that heat in. That's what I'm thinking. $35 degrees out this morning, Scotty. JC, I was talking about Cavs needing a hat because he said he's really cold this morning. Scotty's in shorts and a Cavs tie-dye. Nice. Nice indeed. Grizzly, what do you got? What have you been up to lately? I'm sure something cool. Now, I apologize for not dropping comments when I come over to your page and poke around. Again, there are times where Crumble tries to be really respectful of people's pages, so. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Heaters off, windows open with box fans in the window. Exchanging that air, Scotty. Nothing wrong with that. Plants probably love it, I would guess. Yo, Baked Stoner, good morning, my friend. You are picking a perfect time to come rolling in. We are moving right up on 6 o'clock for the 6 o'clock rip. Your humidity's running in the 90s right now, Frank? Jeez. Oh, that's no problem. No problem at all. I do poke around. I just don't drop comments on certain content creators' channels because I don't want to rail in there with the big Crumblewig 420 and have somebody think I'm being disrespectful. So that's all. Cam said socks and a hat. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, Bake. Nice. Good morning, Uncle, and thanks for rolling in. Always nice to see you. 90% humidity, Gene's saying. Mine's 40% currently. Let me tell you something. The Crumble's humidity ran high and is still probably running a little bit higher than I'd wanted to, but it's way better than the 80% that I was running. which, yeah, that was just no bueno. Upstate New York is brutal, Frank. It makes no sense how some of the humidity is running. And the rain doesn't help either. You know, we've got a solid week of rain here. And, you know, it's just not going to help. So definitely for us in New York, make sure you are trying to control that the best way you can. It is 6 o'clock, everybody. Please make sure you are hydrated. Gene, you're on day 21 of flower and you're scared of mold or bud rot. You know, I don't know if you need to be scared. I think you need to be aware. And it sounds like you are dealing with your humidity and stuff like that. So cheers, everybody. Talking about humidities being high, and Cavs chimes in with, I'm high, that counts, absolutely. Fake Stoner says, just germinate a frost banger from Fast Buds. Nice. Nice indeed. Cheers, cheers, everybody. Cheers indeed. What's everybody smoking on this morning? Yeah, absolutely, Tom. Tom's saying, Gene, if they're outside, watch out for the heavy rain. Mine last year got bud rot. Absolutely, it can happen. Scotty's saying, I'm at 75 during budding. Yo, Marijuana Grow. What is going on? Good morning, all. And you're smoking on some strawberry cough. Very nice. Very nice. Gene's working on some hash burger. JC, wedding cake. Cabs is smoking Cab Sour F2 flower rosin. Nice. Nice indeed. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome indeed. Scotty's smoking. Scotty's smoking a little bit of everything, I bet you. Scotty, what do you got going right now? Oh, Reborn's got some goat piss. Seymour, SFV OG Duckfoot. Frank's working on some mutts. Nice to be smoking some real weed, not dispo garbage. Fino Dino says, did you know that human intention and biological vibration ripple across molecular boundaries via coherent light exchange? So I'm going to tell you, Fino, some of that's over my head, but some of it isn't. What's the matter with goat piss, Scotty? If you can have cheetah piss, you surely can have goat piss. You surely can have some goat piss. Dank strain, Reborn, nice. Yo, Big Nug 420, what is going on? Always nice to see you. Oh, Raymond's in the house. Raymond's got cat piss too. Gene had rhino piss. Oh, Scotty's on some punch drunk love. Grown by or loved by Mephistos. Grown by the one and only. Nice. Gyro shrooms and blue cookies for breakfast. Nice. Nice. I don't know if you heard me saying earlier, Gyro, I harvested a few shrooms yesterday. Pulled dried weight about 6.7 grams. I'm okay with that. It made Crumble happy. So just because there's so much more growth, I know it's going to be an awesome, awesome flush. Monkey Man Smoky and Going Bananas, Cavs Blueberry F2, and Pink Lemonade. Nice. I've had cheetah piss before, Scott, and I thought it was pretty great. Frank saying yes, ammonia taste on weed brings out a sweet, gassy flavor. Thanks, Cavs. I know, it's small yet satisfying on the harvest. There'll be more, and I'll post pics, definitely. Definitely. What did I miss here? Yeah. It's an acquired taste and smell. I had a plant that smelled like a cat's litter box. That was the WPSG times slurricane or cross with slurricane. And that was insane. You want to try Gary Satan? You like Gary Payton, Tom? Syntax said, yeah, man, freak show crossed with unicorn piss. Freak show male crossed with unicorn piss female. Fire as fuck. Lime, gassy skunk. Thank you, Raymond, for saying hit that like. Yo, Cav, I shit you not. Once I finish with this whole thing, there are some people that I'm going to send some to, and I definitely will send you some to try out. Absolutely. Oh, nice. You've got some Gary Payton seeds and veg right now? Nice, Reborn. Nice indeed. So here's a question that I have for the breeders out there, people working with the genetics. When Syntax just posted in there, freak show male crossed with unicorn piss female, does it matter if you're bringing two strains together? Does it matter which one is male and which one is female? And if you switch them around, is your strain completely different? Okay. Unicorn Piss by Seedsman was a really limited seed run. Okay. Deep Chunk crossed with Gary Payton open pollination seed increase. Yes, 100% Syntax. Okay. All right. Again, these are questions that I don't know if anybody else wants to know, cares to know, or anything, but I want to know. Again, so I can make and have educated conversations, which I think are important. Got 29 of us in here right now. Thank you, everybody. Greatly appreciated. Some people reverse the... Yes and no, said Cap, because some people reverse the female. Okay. Okay, so the heavier traits. Okay. Papaya and Gary Payton from Fast Buds. Nice. Nice indeed. I'm just reading the chat, everyone. Sorry for the silence. Let's see here. What did I want to talk about? So, we'll go with some family stuff right now. Crumblewick had 2 of his children have to have teeth extracted yesterday. My oldest son had his 4 wisdom teeth out. He got knocked out for that. And Crumblewick's daughter had 5 teeth pulled yesterday. She sends me a picture of herself from the car. Now, I wish I could share the picture up on here, but that would be really rotten of me as a father. But she literally looked like, you know, the worm from Alice in Wonderland that smokes that opium? That's exactly what she looked like. And I told her, and she got a big laugh out of it, but I realized afterwards that might have been a little bit mean. Okay, Syntax is saying you'll never get the freak show mutation, freak male on top, just about any female. But if you use other male pollination on top of the freak, you'll get a mutation with higher chances. Jealousy's a great strain. Yeah, the dentist blows, but you know, they did well. My daughter did not get put out for it. My son did. So I thought that was interesting. But for both of them, I know for my daughter, it was a financial thing, you know, and I've gone through that before when I had a shit ton of teeth pulled and was awake for it because I didn't want to pay the $1,500 anesthesia bill. You know, the dentists are fuckers. Yeah, I did ask that the other day. I have Brian saying, Crumbleweed, you asked a question the other day if there was anything you can do with the male plant after you have fertilized the plants. Is there any other things with a male plant? Yeah, I don't know if we ever answered that question other than a lot of people said throw it in a fire pile. That was one thing that I heard. But I know people who aggressively use the entire plant. Everything from, I've seen people putting fan leaves in salads to, you know, exhausting every bit of oil, and THC is microscopic as it is out of the plant. So females are the first to double up the recessive allele. Basically, males are more prone to hide the traits, while females are easier to expose to hidden traits. Huh. Okay. Cab says, yes, you can juice them and should clone the male plant. Okay. I get that. I get that indeed. Nice. 6:12. We're about 3 minutes out from a rip, everybody. Want to thank you guys for hanging out this morning. Guys and gals, always appreciated. Yeah, I love the knowledge that we whip around in here. It's always great. I have to go back and reread stuff so I can tie the conversations all together, but pretty darn cool. Really depends on what your end goal is. You know, and that's one of the things that Lit, you're a breeder. Cool. Cool indeed. Why did you decide to do that? I mean, Cabs has talked about why he decided to get into breeding and like that, but you know, why are you other people into it? Is it the passion for the plant, wanting to create something that's your own, all that good stuff? Nice, Moonlit. Gyro, you just did another inoculation of B+. You know, I got another all-in-one bag, and I wanna poke it and get it going, but yo, that's cool though, Lit. You did a pollen Chucky strain accidentally, so grow it out and have fun with it. Taproot Tom, good morning, my friend. Are you going to be going? So here's the question. I was pushing people's lives this morning. You going to be going live today? If so, throw the time in here so we can migrate over there and sprinkle some love. Yeah, you want to make your own strain eventually, Scotty? I get that, Frank. Yo, Andrew from Ogo Grown is in the house. Good morning, good morning. Oh, you got to get that first delivery out of the way, Tom? That's okay, we'll be here. We are about a minute out from our next rip. Did I just see OG Plant Janitor come in? Yes, I did indeed. Brian says, I've never seen a male plant I would love one to start getting seeds that are easier to grow outside in Scotland's climate, wet, cold weather. Alrighty, everybody, make sure you are hydrated. OG Plant Janitor's in the house for a rip, I'm guessing. So here we are. Let's go, everybody. OG, thanks so much for coming in. Just got to the job. Hey, you have a fantastic day and be super, super safe out there. Takes years to make your own. I know. That, oh, you might go up at 9 o'clock? Nice. Nice, Tom. I know. It blows me away, Cavs. That's why I said I appreciate all of you breeders and upcoming breeders for all the time and effort that you are putting in to making hopefully better medicine for the world. Ooh, second delivery's off today, so she's staying home? Nice. Nice. Lit says leave a male around some females, and bam. True. We'll see you in a few, Tom. That's right, Lit. Pheno found you. Yo, JC, little alligator hunting today? Yes, big. Thank you for coming back. I get that, having to take a walk for a little space. Little space, clear your head. Think about what you want to say to Crapper. I mean, a lot of stuff. You're right. That's why, I understand that. It does take years to properly stabilize a properly stabilized line. You can pollen chuck a strain very quickly, actually. I was talking about that before. I got all excited with my males. I'm like, oh, I'm going to keep one. I'm going to get pollen. I'm going to do all this other shit. And I decided again, if I do ever get into that, I want to make sure whatever my growing method is, I have taken to the next level. Because I think if you get your hands in too many things, it can get messy really quick, especially as a new grower. As I said, I've been growing for almost 4 years, and I consider myself a new grower. Bones does. I've got 2 tiny males. They're close to busting open. I had to find an inside safe space because it's cold out. Scotty says, I got the duct tape. That's all I need. Yo, homegrown, what's going on? Thanks for rolling in. I see you brought Inu with you. Inu, what's going on? Thanks so much. It's always nice to see you here. Just catching up in the chat, guys. There's 37 of us in here. Thank you so much. Pollen chucking is not the life for everyone. Absolutely, Seymour. And I think sometimes people get into it just to say, oh, cool, look at this. I have freaking, I did this. I think there's a lot of that. And there's a lot of happy accidents, too. Oh, you had to go through that again, Big? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's very difficult when we have problematic family members. Especially when they make little kids cry and shit like that. That's not nice. That's not nice at all. Bones does says I'm chucking pollen, but I'm keeping track of everything. Yo, everybody, was I running my mouth and we missed the 6:15 rip? Let me catch up here in the chat and see if I did. I really apologize if that's the case. Hogo said happy accidents are my favorite. Nice. Okay, Frank. Reborn, it turned out fantastic with two sections. Nice. Yeah, it is. You know what? It's 420 in Scotty Land. Let's rip, everybody. Oh, we did rip, Gene? God damn it. Crumble's a little out there this morning. So cheers, everybody. Cheers for the 420 rip. Cheers, cheers. For F1s, you're looking for hybrid vigor. Every time I cough now, I'm going to think of Crapper busting my balls for it every day. But that's okay. I don't mind. I think I was with Maine last night. We were chatting and both of us were coughing at the same time. I'm apologizing. He's apologizing. It's funny. It's funny indeed. It's like we do it. We know it's going to happen. All right. Brian said, might be a stupid question, but if I ever get a male plant, how far away does pollen travel? I would say it travels pretty far. I mean, if you think about it outside, yeah. Scotty's saying miles and miles. Is that a little Who quote you got in there, Scotty? I like that. Frank saying up to 10 miles. Bones Does says indefinitely. Litwick far and wide. OG is saying miles and miles and miles. So, pretty far. I was correct. Yo, who just came in? Super Bob. Super Bob, get that coffee in hand and get ready to rip. You're about 8 minutes out. Wow. Frank saying about a 1 mile radius, the plants will be completely filled with seeds. Once you start getting outside that radius, you'll find one here or there. Homegrown, you're going to attempt your first breeding project as soon as you get a 2x3. Cool. Yo, Marijuana Grove, thank you for coming in. You have yourself a super, super day. I think that sounds fair, Andrew. Said depends on location, but within 2 kilometer, easy with some gale force winds. Yeah, I bet. I bet indeed. Cab saying pollen travel on airways. Are you talking like the jet stream or whatever the hell we're talking about, where the winds are continuously traveling? Bones does. I have my 2 males in the same house, but separate tents with tailored exhaust. Yeah, so about a mile lit. I'm guessing little over a mile, like Frank was saying. So, oh, I didn't think about that, Gene. Damn it. That's true. That is true. And think about that if you have animals. I was watching somebody's live the other day or one of their videos, and it's nothing against animal lovers and like that, but I noticed their cats were sleeping in their tent. And, I mean, that's fine. It's warm in there. I'm sure that's why the cat likes to be in there. But I think about that and the cat going all over the house and what it could be bringing in and out of your grow. I don't know if that's really a thing, but It would be a little bit weird for me. All right, JC, we'll see you when you get back. Bugs, animals, wind, flies are really big cannabis pollinators. Okay, Frank. Keen said the cat was in there. Yes. Holy shit. Fucking Frank. Frank R is in the house. Yo, good morning and thank you for being here. If they go outside, they can bring in past said bones. You're right. You're right, Andrew. If you're up the side of a mountain, it's going to go a little further. Yeah. Oh, we got Maine backstage. All righty. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, brother. How you doing?
Oh, fantastic.
Here's my banana jealousy from Ethos Auto Flower.
Oh, I see she's going up to the light more again.
I literally just raised my light about 4 inches.
Ah.
Yeah. So if anybody doesn't know, this is a 4-foot wide space right here. And I'm holding the camera at my chin. So that's about how tall the plant is. And
nice.
Yeah. Could be quite a beast.
Yeah, it is.
Can't wait. But oh no, where's all my plants? They're all gone.
Where'd they go?
Yeah, we had to get them out of here. We moved them over here into the empty tent because
nice.
They were just too far away from the light. I think that's why they were getting stretchy. And
okay.
Figured if I put them in here, I can utilize the space, then I can get the light down on them where they're actually getting good light that they want.
Now, let me ask you a question because I've never really done a full move. I flipped a tent before, but now will they have an adjustment period going into there?
I don't really ever notice one, but I keep my plants pretty happy. So generally, if you keep your plants pretty happy, you're not really going to see much of a difference from anything, transplanting or any of that bullshit.
Sure.
And you see, I got my 2 clones in the cups.
Yeah.
And they're looking perfect. And those are my 2 photo period seedlings down there. We got the Guava Gelato auto right here and the Frost Banger auto right there. So hopefully with the light a little closer, those will start forming a little better.
Yeah. They're looking good though.
Then we got the Perk Slurp from Exotic Genetics right here. I just moved this light up about 4 inches because they were almost touching.
Wow.
Seems to be my problem here lately.
I see that.
Well, filled up the tent real nice. I thought it would, and pretty happy. I did get underneath and clean up all the bullshit down here, so there's no bud sites left under the screen because we don't need that stuff. It's not going to get any good light, so there's no sense in growing booth, right?
Correct.
Because I shoot just for the top quality buds. I don't press enough to want all that other bullshit around. So
yeah,
I go for top shelf smokable buds is what I'm going for. And over here, the Bee Natty, also from Exotic Genetics.
Wow.
And this thing is just getting crazy frosty.
Look at all that. Over.
She definitely filled up the tent real nice. And I did come in here and get most of the stuff taken out of here. She was a thick girl.
So, Maine, I got to read you a comment. It says, Wizard's magic looks proper. He probably went to Hogwarts.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But yeah, no, I just wanted to stop in, give everybody a quick look at the garden.
Absolutely.
And,
Now, how far out is that autoflower you said?
this is day 56 of life.
Okay.
And I always do my autoflowers by how many days it's been alive, from seed. So,
Okay.
and I'm figuring this one's going to go to probably 100 days.
All right.
Just from the look of it and the fact that it's only been in flower for like 2 weeks. So it still needs like 6 more weeks.
Right.
And yeah, I got to get in here and just clean up some of this bottom because I know from growing enough of these that anything down here and lower is not going to be worth trimming or
Okay.
and doing anything with. So, and
All
I'll
right.
just take that energy and move it to the buds up top. I'll make them even bigger. So
now, is there a certain time that's better than another for you to do that? Like, do you wait till week such and such, or no, it's really by eye?
well, I kind of wait until I think I'm, between 2 and 3 weeks of flower, which means that you'll have all your little button buds, really forming up good. And that's kind of when I do it because I figure at this point it's starting to put a lot of energy into the bud production. So if I get rid of all the bullshit down here that I don't need or isn't going to actually do anything good, then all that energy is going to go into the bud production and just make that so much nicer.
Nice.
And that's just my outlook on things. I could be completely off, but I'm just a fisherman.
Perfect.
But,
nice.
Alrighty, boss. I'll let you get back to the chat, and we'll talk with you later.
All righty. Thanks a lot, man.
Always. Peace.
Peace. All righty. That was pretty awesome. Alarm just went off. Dad texted. He's doing fine this morning. Let me see what we got going on here in the chat on the side. Brian said, I grow in clumps of 20 to 30 plants outside, guerrilla growing a week apart, hundreds of meters apart. I'm going to have to collect pollen and watch more videos. That's my winter viewing. Absolutely. Get that knowledge base. Yo, Jess, what's going on? You slept in a little bit today. There you go. Good for you. Jess, did you see Frank R's back in the house? This is great. This is great indeed. Gene said, just can't go all Edward Scissorhands, a little at a time. Oh, I missed the 6:30 rip. So let's hydrate everybody and let's rip. Nice, nice, nice. Pollen doesn't have a very long life here because high humidity kills the pollen. Huh. That makes sense, Frank. So in Scotland, where Brian is, you'd want to use it fast. Okay. Yeah, we did miss 6:30, but cheers now, and thank you everybody for hanging out in here. There's 32 of us right now. Yo, good morning, Tiff, and thanks for coming in. Hope everything's going well in your world. Haven't seen you in a couple of days. Fidodino said dry pollen on cardboard, store in freezer to beat humidity. Okay, I've seen that. And that's what I was going to do with the male plant I have. But then I said, fuck it. More stuff for me to clutter up the freezer with. It's bad enough I've got weed in 2 freezers. I've got all sorts of shit in the freezer. Moonlit's asking if too much moisture is bad. For the pollen, I believe that would be a yes. Oh, Scotty said put rice in with the pollen, airtight bags, freezer, long-term storage. Cavs is saying, I would not even open pollen in relative humidity of 45 plus. Yo, Z-Bud's in the house. Good morning, Z-Bud. Thanks for swinging in. Thank you very much. Hope everything's going well in your world and on your channel. I hope YouTube's not being a little bitchy anymore. Indeed, indeed. Just catching up in the chat, everyone. Let me see. Oh, you know what I wanted to talk about today? I went to a number of the sites that you guys gave me yesterday. Hold on a second. Let me talk to people in the chat. I have this one written down. Yo, the Invisible Man is here. Fat Buds is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Always greatly appreciated. So I don't know if everybody can see Fat Buds, but he is here. Frank saying, yeah, I use rice for my seeds. I always put rice in with my seeds. Cav is saying, once you pollinated a plant, you'll understand way more. You know, I know, and that's the thing, I haven't, but I want to have that knowledge in my wheelhouse so at least I can carry on a conversation. And it's not a conversation to throw everybody under the bus for their different ideas. It's just so that I understand. It will happen one day, Brian. It will. And I can understand that, you know, when you're at that point in growing. Just for me, as I said, crumble isn't there yet. Yo, thanks, Big Nug. See, Fat Buds? That's nice. Good morning, Fat Buds. I can't see you, but good morning. So Cav is saying I dry my seeds for 10 days, then I put them in the refrigerator for another 30 days to winterize them. And then, Cav, how do you store your seeds after that, if I may ask? Because I am curious. Well, something just fell on the floor, and I have no idea what the hell it was. In the refrigerator? Okay, Cav. Frank said I put mine on a cookie tin underneath my bed where it's dark and cold. Oh, no kidding. So Tapper Tom said I didn't see Fat Buds till I clicked on the live chat instead of top chat. Huh. Never thought of that. The question was, how many lighters do I have here? I've got 3 Bic lighters and 2 torches. And I still can manage to lose them. Oh, no shit. Bone said, beware of mice. I lost a ton of seeds, likely that once. Wow. Dark and cold's a good way to store beans. Well, I've heard a lot of different things. I've heard people that say, don't store them in the refrigerator, store them at room temp in a dark place. People that say, do store them in a refrigerator. People that say they freeze them. I have heard that before. So I don't know if that's a reality of things. Keep them away from humidity. Do not let light shine on them and do not exceed 110 degrees Fahrenheit. That's fair, Frank. As a rule for seeds. That's why you store yours in the refrigerator. Fair enough, Cav. Fair enough. That had to suck, Frank. Had to suck indeed. Collection of over 100 seeds on the patio of different fruits and vegetables and flowers, and the mice attacked and destroyed everything. It's because mice are little fuckers. They really are. Mice, and as I found out, field rats. Because we have a shit ton of those here. An absolute shit ton. Oh, a cookie tin. I thought you meant a cookie sheet, Frank. I think that's what people were thinking about, but a cookie tin would be good. It's got a metal lid on it. Absolutely. That's a good idea, Frank. Throwing everything in a little tackle box of sorts. Taproot Tom is in the house. Very nice. Yeah, that tackle box thing is a good idea. I have, I'll show you what I keep my seeds in. I think I can reach one from here. I have boxes like this that I put my seeds in. That one actually is a whole, what the hell is it? It's a whole like smoking kit in that one. That's got a grinder, a tray, doob tubes, tube fillers, all sorts of shit in that one. But I've got another one identical to it, and that's what I keep my seeds in. Yo, good morning, Wayne, and what is going on? Always nice to see you. Yes, Scotty, ammo boxes work well. That they do. Oh, Seymour says my collection is in the fridge. I failed storing them in a room tackle box with mice. Yo, Tom, that is so badass. Tom says I got 640 views on the short from yesterday. It was my first mistake short. Damn it. You know why? You know why those are good? For one, because we want to learn from people's mistakes, but because people like other people's misery, the motherfuckers. So they see something bad happen and they're like, let's go see what this asshole did. That's part of the algorithm. It's the asshole algorithm. But congrats on the 640 views. Congrats indeed. Jimmy John. Jimmy John, you pothead. Nice, Fino. Fino said, my neighbors have got me surrounded with outside cats. I keep my females inside, bringing all the boys to the yard. Nice. That is true. My daughter has a cat, but she keeps it in her room because her dog beats the shit out of it all the time. So, with that burn on the leaf and losing that leaf, did you say you started all over again, or do you mean what you did was you emptied everything out of because you're hydro, right? You're starting out in the Aero Garden type thing. Yo, good morning, little miss. Miss 420, what is going on? Yo, Jimmy John, thanks for swinging in. You be safe out there working today. Dropping that hot asphalt. That bud says mice can get in the smallest cracks. Ain't that the truth? Oh, it's going to be a high of 58 there today, Wayne. I think we're somewhere into there ourselves. Oh, Gene, I bet you bead containers work well. That's a good idea. Because they have the little fucking square holes in them. That's a great idea. Yo, Frank Seeds, thank you for coming in and hanging with us. It's always greatly appreciated. Enjoy your participation in the side chats. It's always nice. It is 6:45, everybody. It is time to rip. Make sure you have hydrated. Here we go. Cheers, cheers, everybody. Very nice. Very nice. Cheers, cheers, everybody. Nice, Tom. Corrected the water, and they're still praying to the light God. You did a rebound video before you went to sleep last night, Tom? Sorry I'm saying that coughing, but everybody in here can read it. I'm just reading it for everybody else right now, and for myself. Boy, I got a little behind in this rather quick. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Cheers indeed. So, earlier I said I was going to talk about something, and then I inadvertently stopped. But when I was going to one of the sites, hold on a second, we got a little miss backstage. Oops, hold on, I got a little problem on my screen here. I had a big pop-up window just come up. All righty, let's get a little miss up here. Give me 1 second. She give us an update on her kitty cat. Good morning.
So far, so good. He's finally getting his appetite back, and he's being able to use the bathroom.
Nice. That's great. Good, good. Perfect. How'd your day end up yesterday? Good?
A lot better.
Nice. Nice.
Woke up
And
in a
probably
great.
not having the stress of the cat. I mean, I know you have stress right now, but making positive progress is always a wonderful thing.
Yeah,
Nice.
he's taking his medicines like he's supposed to, and he's resting and doing good.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
thank God.
That's great. That really is. So what do you got planned for your day today?
Probably going to go live and then hit some Oreos and my
Okay.
new vape.
Nice. Nice.
I don't understand that this vape confuses me
Why?
because it keeps changing flavors and it's not supposed to. It's watermelon zittles.
Huh.
When I first started smoking it, it was, like a cotton candy flavor. Then it went to a spicy cotton candy flavor, and now it's just like
Huh. But does it
straight.
do the trick? Well, there you go. Then you have to enjoy. So
But
I
yeah,
gotta pause for a second here. I just got to show something off. So, Cav, when I was talking about being able to roll a joint finally yesterday, this is the remainder of what I ended up with, but I rolled that filter in and I think it came out pretty good. However, I got to show you the first one I did. The first one I did came out looking like this. I don't even know what the hell you want to call that, but definitely made progress with the other one. So
I would have to say that's an old school back in the day when you had a hurry one.
yeah, that came out horrific compared to the other one.
Yeah, I woke up this morning. I'm like, I was supposed to do something this morning. Shit, lunch.
Oh,
So I was able to remember to get to hubby his lunch and stuff.
that's good. That's
Yeah.
good indeed. Nice. Nice, nice. So we're getting ready to talk about bugs here in a minute.
Aha.
What'd you find out?
The bigger the hit, the better the taste.
Well, sometimes that's true. True indeed. This went out on me. That's no good. Well, all righty, little miss.
All
I'm going to
right,
get
I got
back
to
to the
go.
chat.
Yep.
All righty.
I'm,
Thanks for the update. Always nice to see you.
I'm glad that, yesterday didn't get portrayed, that I was begging or nothing. I
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
because,
yeah. We know, but I'm glad everything's working out for you.
yeah, because, excuse me, I got a hateful message on one of my posts and I just deleted it yesterday.
Yeah, there's some unkind people out there in the
Mm-hmm.
community, unfortunately. Yeah.
All right, gotta let you go.
All righty.
Rip and dip.
Thanks. Yep. All righty. That was pretty cool getting the update. Thank you for your comments on my second or third attempt. It was at actually rolling a joint in my little raw machine, and I feel comfortable with it now. Very comfortable. Yeah, lit. My mom and dad were not cannabis consumers. Nope, they were. I don't know if they were anti. We never really talked about it other than don't do it. It's bad for you. Yo, Fat Bud, you are spider mite free. Go you. Go you indeed. Super Bob, are you in check now? You ready to go? Odin, good morning, and thank you for being here. There are new people in the chat, Andrew. We got Big Nug kicking around, Super Bob, Frank R. Oh, let me show you. I got one of these, Frank. Yep, that's the machine that I got for doing them. No, Lit. I know you don't want to talk about bugs, but I want to talk about beneficial bugs. That's what I want to talk about. You're right, Lit. There are assholes everywhere. They're in every community. Oh, I know. I saw somebody comment on that Reborn that rubber or plastic material stretches out and has to be replaced after a while. Yep, they sell them on the raw side, I guess. I thought they should have been nice and included one with the fucking thing, but God forbid. Oh, you're still finishing your first pot of coffee, Super Bob? That's all right. We're going to be here. Your favorite one's the blunt roll? Nice, Frank. That's funny, Miss 420. What did I miss here? Andrew's saying, what did you need to know? Oh, about the beneficial bugs? Sorry, I'm a little high, Andrew. Give me a second just to catch up in the chat. Oh, it's pretty cool, Lit. Kev said, I'm the whole ass, butt cheeks, and ring piece and all. Nice. Yes, indeed. Okay, Fino's got a question. If you know people are hidden in chat, have checked out your chat settings to make sure they aren't on the hidden users list. I have checked my hidden users list. There's actually 6 people on it, 6 content creators. And I check it every day. And the reason that I do that is because, as you all know, when you are wrenched up, you have the ability to time people out and blow them out of the room. So what happens with that is the screen that I'm looking at, I can't see when you guys do that, if you do that. So, because it happens on my screen over here, which I don't look at all the time. Okay, from Hogan's Hero said, Cabs, I know nothing. Okay, Andrew is saying Chrysophilia and Californicus are great. Parasitic wasps also do great to keep around for harder to deal with pests. You were saying a seed bank store. Hold on a second here. Oh, cool. Hogan's Heroes was a good show, Fat Buds. See, there's Fat Buds. You were high and couldn't see him. Nice. Nice indeed. So the beneficial bugs, I was at this site and they sell shit tons of beneficial bugs. So here's my question. If you are in the greenhouse, if you are in a commercial grow, if you're outdoors, that would be the times that beneficial bugs would benefit you. We are not talking about unleashing these in our houses, are we? Because I couldn't really see that. You know, unless you want to have a praying mantis in your grow just because they're badass. Thank you, Cav, for dropping Fat Bud's link into here. Nice. You can never see Likely Lucid or 1, 2, 3 Fat Buds? Yep. I have a couple of people that I can't see. Okay, Andrew. You know, that's an interesting point that you say, Reborn. There's a few outside growers that have flocks of ducks to keep pests away. Where my bird feeders were this year, I was getting between 800 and 1,000 birds in my yard. All on my, not specifically on my grow, but I have those bird feeders with cams. So if my cams were getting 300 birds a day sitting on the little feeder ledge, and I could see on the other ones that I'd have 10 to 20 birds there every time I had a few on the feeder. I just did the simple math. And it was probably more than that. Were they the same birds? I don't care. They kept all the bugs and shit off from my grow. Super Bob, dogs, Tinkle, she's doing the pee dance. I know, mine got up early before the live today. He wanted out. Finodino says, I've kept a corn crop in rotation outside. The beneficial bugs know to come. That's cool. Nice, Scotty. Yo, Reborn, I did that. I brought my outside grow inside my first time I grew. I had to bring some of it indoors. And I brought aphids with it. 8 plants, 2 tents. So I bought 3,000 ladybugs and unleashed those little fuckers in there, and they did the trick. We left the wasps out in the garden this year. Best year for bugs I've had outdoors. Nice. Oh, Brian's asking Dragon, where did he get the tubes for the oil? Cav, I know. I'm not recommending doing it. Not at all. Not at all. That was the big thing, Andrew. They had such a massive source, but then once the food source left, well, the ladybugs left. They didn't infest the house. We never had a problem with that. It was just, fuck. They were there, they did their business, and then they were gone. Oh, you're going to get rabbit cages next year, Scotty? That's not a bad idea. 6:59, everybody. We're going to be taking another rip in a moment here. Then we should take a look and see about doing a dab at 7:10. I think that would be a great, great idea. Super great idea. There are 40 of us in here right now, rolling up on 7 o'clock, which it is. So 7 o'clock, everybody. Cheers, cheers. Excuse me. Wow, that one bit back. Yo, Chief in Sessions. You gotta hear my friend, or just swinging back through. All right, what am I missing here? Yeah, too many of them, Andrew. Get a sip into my lungs. See if that helps a little bit. Yep. That has got to be a tough one, Brian. But you're doing it, so there's a lot to be said for that. Yeah, why don't they sell the ladybug larva, Cav? They should just be able to do it the same way they sell everything else. Oh, 6:30 meeting. All right, boss. That's cool. Moisture and sugar for the ladybugs. Nice syntax. Just switch to bloom and 1212 on the 12 Freak Show unicorn piss. Nice. Cucumerus is beneficial. Keep around, doesn't make a mess of your house. Nice. Reborn's looking to see if Seabud is still there. Uncle, cheers. You're packing up a bowl. Awesome. Awesome indeed. I'm dicking around over here and getting my dab situated for the 710 dab or 710 rip, whatever anybody wants to do. That is up to them. Be smoking on a little of this, kind of dark. It's from yesterday's pressing. This is actually some of the Blue Sunset Sherbet. I pressed some of that yesterday to see how it was going to be. Yo, Fat Buds, you out of here, man? Thank you for coming in. Always nice to see you. At least for those of us who can see you. What do we got going on in here? Good morning, Washington State Grow Show. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Bones is saying you can get ladybug houses and scented lures to keep them staying close to your plants. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I did do a lot of research on the ladybugs before I whipped them into my grow. I just know that at the end of the day, bringing them in and putting them in my grow inside, though it took care of what I needed it to take care of, I would never recommend it to anybody. Oh, it's impossible to ship them, Cav. Okay. I guess I didn't research it that far back. I just knew I was getting these little things that look like onion bags with, 1,500 ladybugs in each bag. Big Terp. Big Terp. As they go out, one comes in. Good morning, all. Just got up. We'll be listening in. Always appreciated, Big Terp. I would keep a praying mantis in my house because I think they're so badass. They really are. When Crumble was little, he was into entomology. I collected insects and all sorts of stuff for like 7 years. Entered science fairs and shit like that and had a really cool time with it. So I do know something about insects, but I didn't go after a lot of the insects that really decimated plants and like that, at least not in the stages where I harvested them for my collection. Yeah, that's it, Cab. Strive to have a good ecosystem and you should be okay. Oh, your mother bought the egg for the praying mantis? Those are cool looking. Well, that's just it. If I'm keeping a mantis, I'd have to feed it. So, I mean, I know they're carnivorous. That's kind of cool. So, I don't know. You could always put a bunch of praying mantises in there and they could play Sparta. Jess, my friend, how we doing? Wow, Scotty. 6-foot albino python? Wow. 16 years? Doing good, Jess. I'm glad. I'm glad indeed. Making sure my rig's not going out. Nope, nope. A little pre-hydration. Pre-hydration need. Oh, off to work, Big Nug. Hey, thank you so much for being here. Always appreciated. Nice seeing you come through in the morning. Have a little toke, a little coffee with us. That's funny. You got two in your backyard and they each have their own territory. I'm sorry, JC. I missed it. Just reading back in the chat. Give me a second here. We are at 7:07. For those of you who need to get your dabs situated, your joints rolled up, your mushrooms ingested, and all that other good stuff. So back to the beneficial bugs real quick. Wait a minute. On a positive note, got my veg light and tent set up yesterday. Clone, baby, clone. Nice. What size tent did you grab? Warrior Nation, cheers. Cheers, my friend. Hope you're doing well today. Frank, are you hiding outside yet, or is that just, or is it getting a little too chilly for that? Oh, 3x3, that's right. You're running the metal halide. We talked about that. I think it's cool. I think it's cool indeed. I know, Fino Dino, if you're in here, you run old school, don't you? For lighting? I think we were talking about that. Much respect for people that are still running, you know, either the metal halide or the HPS or whatever. I think that's pretty cool. Too cold there? Plants are in the garage with a heater, Syntax? You're hiding outside, and so is the wife presently having a smoke. Frank hides on the patio 365. Oh, you're setting up an HPS tent later today? Excellent. Reborn, you got a buddy that runs HPS? I think it's cool. I do. Hey, everybody, it is 7:10. Let me get this to heat up, and we are going to rip. Little hydration. Take this rip, and then I'm going to step out the door quick because dog needs to go out. Boy, this fucker's heating up slow this morning. Oh, super. Forgot the dog. Damn. Be right back, everybody. Come on. Wow, it's pretty light out already. Huh. What did I miss here? I'd run my HPS, but can't film because the yellow color it produces. Hamish, who the hell are you, man? Damn, where have you been? It has been a fat minute. I know, Frank. The heat would be nice for 10 control, though, Syntax, I bet you. I'll be hanging a 600-watt HPS in the middle of my 5x5 grow again. Now, nice. We'll see what happens when Crumblewick turns up the light in his tent today, because I have been recommended to go up full bore, crank that fucker up to 10, and that the plants are going to love it. So we are going to see. We are going to see indeed. It is. It's a really cool community that we got going on here. Now, Maine said, use sunglasses over your lens with HPS and no lines and colors close. Cool. I'm sure you have been busy, Hamish. We're just busting your balls. But it's so good to see you. You know, Frank's been gone for a fat minute too. And he's back in here this morning. So this is beautiful. Yo, you're asking me what the wattage of my light is. 300 watts. Crumble does not have a big light in his 4x410. Now, my next light that I have in the tent downstairs, that one's a lot more wattage, but its coverage blows. So, yo, Mano, what is going on, Mano? Nice to see you. Yeah, I know I need to up my light game, so I will. Super Bob said, it'll take me a bit to get back to my normal, but I'm restarting. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Goat shit, my friend. What is going on? Scotty, you got a 650 on the way? Good for you. Excellent. I know, 650 is a fucking beast. Well, I'm going to see. I'm going to see what happens, Syntax. My only concern was a little bit of light burn, but I think I'm going to be good. $269 with shipping, Scotty. Holy shit. That's a bargain. That's a bargain indeed. You really think that'll be? Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. All right, so Crumbleweed lied. It's not 300 watts. It's actually 240 watts. I just looked it up. It's the AC Infinity Ion Board S33, but it is only 240 watts. So I don't think that's going to cause any damage at all. Yo, Shy, what's going on, my friend? Holy shit, it was 7:15 and we missed a rip. Cheers, cheers, everybody. $9:14 in the morning or $9:14 at night, Hamish? You haven't been here in a bit, so I've kind of forgot your time zone, if that makes any sense. My freaks are under 100% at 250 watt from the beginning. A major stretch, although it's quick flip. Well, this is another experience for Crumbleweed that he's learning the shit out of. What have I been up to? I've been up to having, this week has been an absolutely fantastic week, starting with the last 7 days. I'm just on a run of awesome shit going on. And I get to share it all with you guys, you know, at least Sunday through Thursday or Sunday through Wednesday. So it's awesome. Cam said it depends on who said to run it at 100%. I'm growing in cocoa. Maine has been nice enough to be guiding me through things that I have not been doing properly in my grow. And I like what I see in Maine's grow. I definitely have seen his end product and plants going from nothing to big monsters. So I'm going to pay attention to Maine for a little bit and listen to everybody else. Not a little bit. He hasn't steered me wrong yet. So I really think at 240, I can get away with the 100%. What's the most that happens? I got to turn it back down. Miss K, good morning. I was on a crumble rant. My apologies for not acknowledging you when you came rolling in here. Cheers, cheers, Inu. Scotty, it's S44 Infinity 400 watts, and you'll add the 650 in the big tent. God damn. I know, JC. Sleeps was in here earlier. I made a comment and then he flew away. So I don't know. You think so, Syntax? I did forget, Hamish. I apologize. So it's nighttime. Yeah, so that's why. It must be why I catch Hookster sometimes afterwards. I did see his pizza, JC. Nice, Fino. Nice. You've run bare bulb, 400 watt, 600 watt, cool tube, CFLs, LEDs, sun grow. God damn, Fino. Spider Farmer has the G4500. Nice. Yo, good morning, Mary. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope all is well with you and Rob. Absolutely upstate, and good morning. Good morning indeed. You know, one thing that I heard throughout the community, not throughout the community, from a person or two was, when you come on here, if you're going to listen to people on here, you need to find someone who, for one, grows the style you're growing. If you're going to grow in cocoa, don't have somebody who's growing in living soil steer you. You're probably going to struggle a lot. You know, find somebody who grows the way you grow. Make sure they're doing it the way it should be done. Because there's a big thing about talking about it and then doing it. Two different things. And that they get the desired end result that you're looking for. And then talk to them. Talk to them. They will share their knowledge with you most likely. And if they don't, then that's the wrong person that you want to be around. So, you know, I am very fortunate. Very fortunate. What am I missing over into here? Yeah, I hear you, Cabs. You know, the big thing is when ever anything's suggested to me, I need to know the whys behind it. You know, that's a big thing. There's a lot of stuff that I entered into when I started growing and realized I'm doing this stuff because somebody said it just had to be done. And when you do that, you can do it at the wrong time. Too soon, too late, too much, too little. I don't know. That's Crumble's opinion. Yo, that's nice, Tom. Tom said, okay, in a week on the new channel, I have 50 subs, 5,000 views, 10 watch hours. That is so sick. Thank you to everyone who has supported me. Absolutely, Tom. Again, you're growing the community. Of course, you're going to get the support from us. It's beautiful. Yeah, that's what you got to do, Tom. Listen, do your own research and why. And that's why I like it in here. You know, I'll ask about something and I'll get an answer. And then somebody will drop a link or something like that. Oh, Inu, I know I started that. And for the life of me, I can't remember what the hell the rest of that conversation was. And it was going to be a good story, too. It's a son of a bitch. I'll blame the weed. That's what I'll do. That's not true. But I am pretty damn high. Yeah, learning the basics before jumping into the deep end. Right, Cavs? Right indeed. No, I had my beneficial bugs over here, the kids, the 2 plants that didn't fucking flower after being in the tent for 5 weeks. Syntax says it's taken me 2 years to get 300 subs and I chat with most. So that is a really good start. That is, Tom. I don't know why the hell my computer's making all sorts of different noises this morning. Noises I've never heard before. Must have something to do with StreamYard. Does StreamYard let you know when new people come in and out of the room via sound? I just wondered. Yeah, I know, JC. I know. It is funny. That's why sometimes you'll see me leaning down over here doing something. I'm usually writing down what the hell I was talking about. You are right, Lit. We don't get paid for subs or views, quality or quantity. I don't believe there are many people on here getting paid at all. Boy, I got a big delay between both computers today. Excuse me a second. I'm going to refresh the screen over here. And hopefully the volume won't come on 100 miles an hour. No, I think we're safe. Yeah, but I got nobody backstage, Mary, and this has been continuous. It's been like pong, 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 pong. So I don't know. I don't know what the hell it is. I thought it was email, but no, it's odd. Yo, that's good though, Syntax. That is good. Syntax said YouTube has Made some changes to the algorithm for small channels recently. I keep seeing new people and channels on my homepage. Nice. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Washington State Growing Show. Said I just started this new channel. I'm hoping y'all hop over and sub. I'll respond in kind. Absolutely. Isn't that the truth, Bob? Think about if he said, I never made a penny off YouTube, but I've gained a fortune from the community. Absolutely. Think of how much it would have cost us to go if we were going to school to learn a lot of the stuff that we're learning. It's fucking incredible. Okay, Frank. We'll be here till about 8 o'clock, so thank you. If you don't get back in time, well, you have a super day. Maybe I'll shoot you a message later, send you some pictures of the shrooms. That could be, Mary. That could be. You just finished doing newts, Maine? Sanford Tom says, I don't care if it's a penny. I know it's the principle of the matter, right? Yeah, fortune information. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I suppose you're right. You're right, Fino Dino. That I could see that. I could see people or paying monies to YouTube to get a slot. I could see that being a thing. That'd be interesting if somebody blew the doors in on YouTube and they were like, fuckers, you've been doing this. And it's all a scam. YouTube was a big Ponzi scheme of some sort. That would be fucking crazy. Syntax said, honestly, without YouTube, I would have never figured out how to grow weed. Absolutely. I would still be back. I'm struggling with some shit right now, but I'd be back like in the beginning. And I would have probably driven myself crazy. And for sure as shit, I wouldn't be running as many plants as I run right now. I'd probably still be a wuss with my one tent down in the basement. Oh, you trimmed up the bottom of your auto, man? Nice. Yeah, everybody get loaded up for the 7:30 rip. Shy's going to get a little coffee. Nice. Okay, Fast Buds will give anyone free seeds in return for opening a Grow Diaries account and posting your grow. Interesting. Didn't know that. Oh, that'll be cool, Miss 420, if you go live this morning. If you know what time you're planning on doing it, let us know in here. Oh, Mary, thank you. Thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate you. Maybe we can catch up later. Have yourself a super, super day. Tell Rob we said hello. That would be kind of interesting. Syntax is saying YouTube's about to be set up like Netflix with episodes and seasons for channels. That could be interesting. That's how they got number one on Grow Diaries? Huh. Yo, Swerda! Excuse me, Swerdna. I lost that N leaning back. I don't have my crumble glasses on. 7:29, we are approaching the rip. Had a little pre-rip cough. Oh, you're charging your phone right now, little miss? Okay. That's cool. Cool indeed. 7:30 alarm just went off, everybody. Cheers, cheers. I didn't know that, Fino. Big Terp saying 2-inch joint as round as a big fat pencil. Nice. Payola. I'll have to check it out. It'll give me something to look at. Lit says Fino's mind works like mine does. I know, isn't it great Miss K is here this morning? Always nice to see you. What's Miss K got going on in her world today? Cheddar Bob, what is going on, my friend? I was wondering if you were going to come rolling through today. Always nice. We are just chilling out, smoking a little bit, good stuff like that. Blind Neil, good morning, good morning. What is going on in your great and wonderful world? Oh, you got the grind this morning, getting ready to deliver the old mail? Well, I appreciate you for doing that. That I do. Reborn, you might go next year. Bones Does is saying, I went through my Google YouTube settings a few weeks ago in their feedback session. I straight up told them that I'd never pay for premium again until the cannabis community was treated better. You know, I get these little messages, or I have in the last couple weeks, from YouTube. And it's like, it's the suck up messages. Like, hey, asshole. You know, you just hit X number of views. People are really watching you. Or, hey, did you know your watch hours are this? And it's like, fine. You know, you've told me these things, but now, or what are you going to do for us? I appreciate it, but what are you going to do for us? Gene Simmons is in a health hospital. That's unfortunate for Gene. Very unfortunate for Gene. Jeepers Creepers, wouldn't that be weird? First Ace Frehley, then Gene Simmons? That would be awful. Just coffee and tokes and getting ready for work. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I don't know what I got going on today. I know I got to harvest some more mushrooms, so that's going to be a cool thing. I should run down to the tent now, but I'm not going to. I'll wait till after we get off from here, and I'll bump that light up and see how the ladies react. And then I think I'm probably going to press some more flour, though. In saying all of that, I believe Mrs. Crumbawig is off today. So I'll have to see what she wants to do. That's unfortunate. Big things like that being rigged, or people paying for spots, or, you know, first, a second, a third, an honorable mention, a best upcoming, whatever. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Very unfortunately. The Shadow. What is going on, and how are you this fine day? Indeed, indeed. Sorry, just catching up in the chat. Cav is asking, Cheddar, what do you know about K-hash Afghanistan landrace seed? Or are they difficult to pop? Yo, Shadow. Okay, Shadow saying, morning, brother. I caught you on another show, and I subscribed when I saw it. Just sitting and listening for the first time in your show. Good morning again. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. I will probably get you subbed up shortly. I'm just going to prowl around your channel. I usually do it at the end of the lives or sometimes during them. Depends on what's going on and how busy I am. Yeah, Lit, money does make the world go round. I like to believe that we are different in the community, but I know that greed is everywhere in every community. You know, Big Terp is saying YouTube's like the government. They keep taking because they can and they won't give because they don't want to. Huh. Yeah, government's doing some dickhead things right now, unfortunately. You know, and I don't know. I don't want to bring up a discussion that we don't want to have. They're just doing asshole things. That they are. The seeds are huge, calves. 72 hours and still waiting for taproots? Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Rip when you want till 8. That should be a new thing. That would be great. Rip till you want till 8. That doesn't sound bad. Doesn't sound bad at all. All right, give me a second here. Beep, 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 boop, 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 ba-da-ba-doo. All righty. There we are. All righty. The Shadow. I am modding you up, and when I mod people up, I give my little moderator lecture, if you don't mind pausing for a second. All righty. Now that you're a moderator, this is a room for 18 years or older. We are a drama-free channel, nothing for sale or trade. Please don't spam the shit out of the side chat with a bunch of useless crap. Also, don't beg for money. The only one that can beg for money is Beans, and we usually see him on Friday nights. Welcome everybody to the room. Make them feel comfortable. Let them know what a great, great community we are. Sell out to one another. Check out their channels. Sprinkle a little love when you go over there. Like something, comment on it. That comment's probably going to make their day, and it'll also be a good chance for them to come back to your channel and do the same. If we have trolls, we are going to nicely escort them to the door. And most of all, if you're here, let's have fun. Just catching up in the chat, guys and girls. No problem, Shadow. Yo, Odin, thank you for being here. Greatly appreciated, my friend. Oh, nice. Nice. That's good to know, Neil, because I figured you might be going on around 9 or whatever, but nice. Blind Neil saying I may do a little stream after you. Just a joint and a bowl or two. Awesome. It's awesome to transition out of a live into some other lives and bumping into everybody else. That's always awesome. Super Bob likes to escort them nicely. Well, that's just it. Yo, Big. Oh, decide to go to the store and play a little lottery keno? Gonna have a nice sleep. Oh, you got a headache now? Well, I hope the lottery keno paid off and that you had a little good winnings there. That's always nice. Boy, it's kind of zipped along fairly quick. We got a lot of people in here. There's 44 of us walking around. Yeah, Big Terp. Damn it, Fino, why do you do that? Do you want me to read that one out loud? Whew, we'll see if I can say all of it. Fino Dino said, I find the Milgram obedience experiment and classic conformity experiments like those of Solomon Asch very interesting. I am very happy for you. I don't even know what the hell that is. But thank you for sharing it in the side chat. Yo, good morning, Panda, my friend. Good morning, good morning. You know what? It's on my other page. Now I'm going to have to do it while we're sitting here. I apologize. I apologize indeed. Let me pop another window open here right now real quick. HEXPO. Boop. Oh, it's in Seekonk, Mass? No shit. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's not far at all. Super Bob says, if I'm not walking around, I'm in the beanbag chair in the corner. Yeah, that's true, Blind Neil. It is. It is indeed. Chai and Mano. What's going on, Mano? What is going on? It's 7:41. I'm going to sip and rip. I don't see any reason why not. Feels like the right thing to do. Double R, what is going on? Thanks for swinging through. We're going to do a new thing now where we're just going to rip whenever we want all the way till 8 o'clock. I'll still try and hit the 7:45 and like that, but I'm thinking it's a nice way to roll things to a close as we get closer to 8. One more hit. Did I miss anybody in here? Nope. I didn't. Good. Just catching up in the chat, everyone. I'm not zoning out, though that may be a lie, because I do have a little crumble high going on today, so that's awful nice. I'm going to pull a dab rig back over here, and I think that's what I'm going to do next. Nothing wrong with that. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay, so Neil has workers coming today to see what needs to be repaired. So I have on my "I'm busy, you're stupid, have a nice day" shirt. Nice. Cam said I would shit myself if I sat on a beanbag chair. Yo, marijuana grows, no problem. I love being here in the mornings. I really do. I wish I could put in more than 4 mornings. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe down the road, depending on what goes on and like that. And, you know, I like the size of things. I like the number of people that we have moving in and out of the lives. It makes it so that even when it gets busy, I appreciate that you guys tolerate me taking, 5, 7, 10 minutes to get caught up in the chats. But I don't know. I like to keep it interactive. I like to keep us all talking. And I don't know. I guess to have the gift of being able to run your mouth can be a positive thing at times. Oh, Miss K, all righty. Off to feed the doggies and get ready for work. We will stay lifted. You have a super great day. Keep safe out there. I think it's important, Super Bob. I really do. I mean, we wouldn't be here without the people that come and ask questions and want to help the community grow. And I think that's super important. And that's not throwing hate on anybody out there who runs their lives like they do. I go to everybody's lives and pick up little tips and tricks and ideas and thoughts. And I also pick up things that I do and don't want to do. That's a positive out of it also. I know, Fino. That is true. Fino Dino said, hard to stand up when we're getting sold snake oil with AI bots controlling the narrative. I don't have a good answer to that. I really don't. I know that we saw it firsthand with who the hell's got it was AC Infinity's, what do they got, that AI controller out? And the AI controller was only as good as the information that was sitting out on the internet. So that AI influenced controller was being fed things by people who didn't have the proper information. So sounds like the weather, Big Terp. Holy shit. They want to come and paint, Neil? What the fuck? Litwick says, I tend to go to everybody's lives too, unless they're dicks. I don't know. Some I don't know what to say. And that's okay. I can still get in between and get something out of it. Gonna fire this bad boy up. I think I'll do a little dabberoo right now. A little dabberoo, that Blue Sunset sherbet. Pretty darn tasty, I must say. About 330, 40, 50 degrees. It's getting there. Cheers, everybody. Excuse me. Cool, Double R. Cool indeed. True enough, Cavs. True enough. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. So, we are coming up at 8 o'clock. What does everybody have going on today? On this happy, happy, happy Tuesday. Don't tread on my eye. I like that, JC. Don't tread on my eye. Ooh, that dab, wow. That was enlightening. And it's not just the cough either, let me tell you. That was nice. Yo, Blind Neil's coming up. Here we go.
Good morning. How you doing today?
Oh, doing fantastic. That dab was some of my own pressed Blue Sunset sherbet.
Nice.
Holy crap, is it good? I like that, Neil. I'm busy. You're stupid. Have a nice day.
We're Canadians. We got to be polite.
That's right. That's right. That's funny. That is funny indeed. So what time are they supposed to be showing up for you?
It's somewhere between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m.
Jeez.
One of those type of days.
Yeah, nice 5-hour window that you can't do shit.
Yeah. Oh, they
And
already
then
know
however
that.
long it's
They
now,
already know that I smoke and shit.
are they just evaluating today, or are they going to do said tasks?
They're just coming in to evaluate to see what needs to be done.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Oh, look at what we going on here.
That's the wedding cake at the front.
Okay.
The one near the back on the one side, I believe it's the right side for the cameras, is the Cushberry Moonrock.
Okay.
Then I also have an auto cheese in the back there. It's just a little tiny thing at the moment, just a little sprig. And I have a citrus pie seed that I'm waiting for it to pop up.
Okay. Good.
And the two main ladies are day 16 today.
Excellent. The growth on that one in the front is magnificent.
Yeah, the wedding the wedding cake and the Cushberry Moonrock are both just exploding into friggin' growth.
Nice.
Getting a really nice top on them.
Beautiful. Wow. I love watching them when they're little and seeing how they express themselves.
Oh, absolutely. It's amazing watching them grow.
Yep. Super, super cool. Oh,
Back
Washington
on.
State Grow Show is going to be going live with Hoodbilly Life tonight at 9. That's cool.
Very cool.
Oh, yeah, that was awful. Reborn is saying, remember waiting for the cable guy. Days. Cheers, Neil. Let's rip.
Ooh.
Very nice. Yo, Hemos is here and Chris. Very nice to see you guys. Brian, you switched to your phone, didn't you? I can tell that your color changed. Hayes, what is going on?
I just want to remind everybody that YouTube is rolling out a new update, and it's going to be only your channel tags are going to be showing up in the chats.
I heard that, and I've seen that on some people's channels right now.
Yep, you've seen it on mine for the last week or so.
Yeah, because I think Moons, not Moonlit, Moons, whatever, his changed back to his actual name. And he was like, hey, it's Moons. I'm like, I could tell from your icon, but I saw it with a bunch of people's names.
Yep. And I've noticed that over on my channel, like I'm having to relearn people's names with their channel tags. And it's definitely making it interesting.
Yep.
But they're doing that as a deterrent to stop people from friggin' spoofing other people's channels. So you don't get the porn bombers coming in and shit.
Yeah, yes.
Which I think is a fucking awesome idea.
It is. So I'll tell you something, Neil. I am so high right now that out the corner of my eye, I saw the bottom of StreamYards, and I thought I had someone waiting in the back to come up, and it was just you. I had this moment of panic.
But I will jump down. Take care, everybody.
Right.
Make sure you hit that thumbs up and catch us on the next one.
Thank you so much, Neil. Peace. Always nice having Neil pop up in the morning. Who else is popping around in here? Hayes, what's going on, my friend? Yeah, it's the phone tablet on charge. Okay, Brian, I'd figured that one out. Tasha, good morning, and thank you for coming in. Hamos, what do you got going on today? Lurking around in here, poking a couple of people with a stick? Will it affect all 17 of our accounts, said Lit? people can go in and change their tags, said Maine. I know that is a great shirt, isn't it? All righty. Today Tasha is mute. That's okay. You can sit around and listen. Certified old guy, been here since 6, just watching on my TV. Thank you so much. That's greatly appreciated. You know, they have this part of analytics where it shows you where people are watching from, and it always comes up like 1% from TV. And I'm like, that's so badass. I know my niece and her husband will watch it, I think, on Fridays usually. But they never come in and chat like Crumble Sister and Crumble Kids do, so. Yeah, certified old guy. Thank you so much for coming in. And I want to thank the 51 people that are here right now, either in the chat talking or just hanging out at work, chilling, doing whatever. Very nice. Oh, that's pretty cool, Frank. I didn't know that. But then I think I've done that before in the living room. That's true, Neil. Neil said, I'm a blind guy that does what some sighted people do, and in some cases better than sighted people. Yo, Uncle Alexandra, what is going on? Very nice to see you. Yeah, I got to get those kids on the bus. Do 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 do. Sweet Sativa, what is going on? Very nice to see you here, and thank you for stopping in. Always greatly appreciated seeing new people in the channel. I'll tell you something right now, Lit. I think some of the other communities are really top heavy on cannabis. They just don't post content about it. They come over here and they hang out in our lives and they lurk, they check it out. But I don't know. I think we're out in a lot more communities. Just a lot of people don't stand up and raise their hand. Yo, thank you, Dab. Dab Marino in the house. Thank you. Oh, you're 1 hour in on a 12-hour shift? Damn. Keep busy, my friend, and be safe. Be safe indeed. Double R sent you? Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome indeed. Let me catch up here in the chat and see who I'm missing or who I'm not. All righty, I'm going to go ahead and mod you up, and I will read my little moderator lecture in a moment. Let me just get caught up in the chat if everybody would be so kind. Parker's Grow Space, you called me Tumblewig. What the fuck is that? Now that's one I haven't heard anymore. I have been called Tumbleweed, but Tumblewig was a good one, man. You got me laughing over here. Boy, how did I get so far behind? No, not at all, Tasha. You're not boring. Hey, I got caught up in the chat. You know what that means? It means Crumblewig's going to give his little moderator Crumble lecture real quick. All righty, now that you are a mod, this is a room for 18 years or older. We are a drama-free channel, nothing for sale or trade. Please do not spam the shit out of the side chat. It is really not a good look. Also, don't beg for money. The only one that can beg for money is Beans, and he's usually here on Friday nights. Welcome, everybody, to the room. Make them feel comfortable. Let them know what a great community we are. Sub up to one another. Check out their channels. Go over there and sprinkle some love. After you've done that, make sure you like something. Drop a comment. You drop that comment, they're going to know you were there. It's going to make them have a great day, and there's a good chance they will come back to your channel and do the absolute same. Oh, if we have trolls, let's nicely escort them to the door, and please try not to engage. And most of all, if you are here, let's try and have some fun. Touchscreen TVs yet? That would be kind of cool, Reborn. I know, Maine. Tumbleweed. Cabs likes Wiggy. True enough, we are all family here, Tasha. Absolutely. The alarm clock said you tumbling. Absolutely, sweet sativa. Absolutely. Yeah, Super Bob loves that escort. You're back, Frank. Did you get the kid deposited on the bus all right? I hope. Yeah, let me pop over here and make sure I'm subbed up. Boink. There we go. Sweet. I subbed up to you, sweet sativa. I will probably go over and sprinkle a little love on your channel if you don't mind. Well, my sister's adopted, JC. So that's why for a long time I would joke that I didn't have to like her because she wasn't really related to me. But now we're good friends, so. Ha! Super Bob said, 2 days in a row I got baked with you fine folks. My faith in YouTube has been revived. Nice. So now I have turned into the tumbling Wiggy. Ha ha ha. Well, everybody, let's make a decision here. There's 52 people in the room. I think I'll stay on for about another 15 minutes and we'll see what's going on, but I think it'd be kind of dickish for me to just shut this down with that many people here, so. And on that note, I'm going to say cheers, because it is 8 o'clock, essentially, 8:02, and we probably should be ripping, so make sure you have hydrated. Cheers. So, Brian, where was the touchscreen TV? Because my high ass saw, I used to drink in a pub, and then I saw touchscreen TV, and I'm thinking, how gross would a touchscreen TV be in a bar? Because you know damn well only 1 out of 10 people washes their fucking hands. Man, that would be scary. Okay, Frank, cool. Yo, very nice, Scotty. Very nice. Cheers, cheers. You know, I think you're right, Super Bob. That's one of the things when I decided to start doing lives. I had like 3 or 4 people say to me, well, the biggest thing that sucks is people aren't consistent. And I said, well, as long as I can be, I'm going to be. So, and I got some things going on in my life that I'm actually going to be able to work around all the lives and not have it interfere with it. So I think that's pretty awesome. And I still am thinking about adding one more live into the week. I want to do something called Good News. I think we talked about it before, where we come in here and we do nothing but talk about positive things going on in the community. People can bring comments from their own community or shit like that, but we stick to strictly good news. Shit like Joe Shit the Ragman's cat was in a fucking tree and the fire department came and saved it, or some asshole stuff like that. But just the positive news. I don't know. Cav, I don't know. I pack up 1, 2, 3. I pack up 7 bowls. But I will tell you, I don't blast them down to nothing. I should start putting a little less in each one of the bowls, but I don't know. I smoke a lot of weed during the lives. And it's cool, I think. Alexa, turn all lights off. Fuck. Every time I turn around, she's been turning the lights on today. It is cool to know that we got somewhere to chill and hang out. He invited at Carlop's outside Edinburgh touchscreen TV. Huh. Yeah, lit. Yep. When I was in healthcare, they always talk about people washing their hands wrong and washing them right. And we had this thing where we had to wash our hands and then come out and put our hands under this purple light and see all the germs that were still on our hands. It was fucking horrifying. So when you wash your hands, sing the happy birthday song, get in there. You don't want to be spreading shit all over and making each other sick, especially with us passing bongs back and forth and joints and shit like that. So wash your fucking hands. Public service announcement from Crumbleweed. Yo, Scotty, you getting out of here? Go get yourself some rest. Absolutely. Yeah, Brett, you had to do that? It's all right, Super Bob. Yo, man, you getting out of here? You have yourself a super day as well. Be safe. Maybe we'll catch up later. That would be cool. Brush your teeth if you're trying to hit my J, said certified old guy. Go shit, you got your coffee now? Outstanding. Outstanding. Yo, Heather. Excuse me. As I'm slightly coughing to death here. Heather, thanks so much for coming in. Always greatly appreciated. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Oh, Fino Dino, don't get me going on one of my conspiracy theories. You don't want to hear Crumblewigg's crazy ass and conspiracy theories. But starting out a statement with we're in a simulation, yeah. I'll just leave it at that at the moment. We can bring it up maybe on tomorrow's live. Moonlit, what's going on? Goat shit, you had to move your 10 by 10 to the empty room? That had to be a fucking task and a half. Super Bob, weed started and growing started to be my hobby. And it's turned into a lot more than a hobby now, but that's what I had. When I was younger, I used to... I did tie flies for a while, did that. I thought it was pretty fucking cool, but then I wasn't really into fishing anymore and it just fell to the wayside. I spent many years putting my career before family and everything else, so I bet it was a 3-hour task. Damn. All right, Brian. So you meant they invented touchscreen TV. Karloff's was where the pub was outside Edinburgh. All righty. So I turned that into a whole story of fuckery, Brian. I don't know. I kind of like that we got from one point to another on touchscreen TVs, though. So thank you. Thank you for helping me to create some more content. You know something? I think there's validity to that. Validity because the world is a right-handed world, and I can tell you that, Lit, because I'm left-handed, and I've learned to do many, many, many things with my right hand because of the way shit is designed. And also, in most places that you go to, you will find that the toilet paper in the restrooms is mounted on the right-hand side for right-handed people. You don't always find it left because people would have to turn and reach with a non-dominant arm. If we're going to discuss washing asses or wiping asses. Good morning, Mrs. Crumblewick.
Good morning.
How are you?
Still tired.
I'm sorry you're still tired. Did you sleep okay?
Yes.
Very nice. Awesome, awesome. What did I miss here in the chat? Do, 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 do. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat, everyone. My little tirade there got me a minute late. I am a little crumble high as well. Very nice, Reborn. Another left-hander in here. Yep, southpaw. Lynn says toilet paper's on the left-hand side. We're Polish. I guess we do everything backwards. Good morning, the gardener. Good morning, good morning. Got some good morning Mrs. Crumbles in here.
Good morning.
Got some huggies from JC. That's very nice. Yo, the Fresh Princess is in the house. Thank you so much for coming in. You're going to be going live at 12 today as usual. Yo, Galaxy Solutions. Thank you for coming in, my brother. Hope everything's going well in your grow. I got to get over to your page today and poke around. Super Bob places his toilet paper on the back of the bowl. Grab it how you like it. Certified old guy, you got 2 pounds off the Bingus Platinum clone? Holy ass, that's nice. Go you. Oh, nice, Frank. You got some Jack Herrera and Cherry Runts. That is going to be a nice blunt. Oh, Parker, doesn't that blow when people don't do their chores? See, my daughter will blow up the house for a fucking week. And then she'll pick one day that, I don't know, she gets high or something, and then she'll clean everything up. And it's usually the day when I want to bitch at her the most about it. I do some composting, Bones, just not consistently. Absolutely, Fresh Princess. We have all been chilling in here, hanging out, having some great conversations, talking about everything from, I don't know, my kids getting teeth pulled to beneficial bugs in the grow. You're ambidextrous, JC? No shit. See, I can't write with both hands, but I can cut with both hands. I can throw a ball with both hands. When I was playing hockey, when I was a goalie, I could play either right or left-handed. You know, I was better catching right-handed than I was catching left-handed. You got your new seeds yesterday? Nice, goat shit. Nice. Yeah, I bet. 3 months of having your arm out of commission. you really, really do have to. I didn't read the rest of it, Lit. Now I'm at the end of it, and I don't know if I really want to read that, but that is true. That is true. Whole new world, right, Lit? Yeah, Frank, did you plant any of your tobacco yet? Oh, yo, Frank, you did plant. No shit. Good for you. Yeah, Taproot Tom, absolutely. If anybody has not subbed up to Taproot Tom, he is sitting on around above, below the cusp of 50 where he's been. But the fear is that, you know how the YouTube gods are, the varying and swaggling or whatever the fuck you want to call it. All I know is that you could have 300,000 subs, and if you drop down to 49, you can't make fucking videos. Even if you were consistently right along. As soon as you drop below that threshold, they lock you right down. You still can't go live on your phone? I thought you'd have been... You know, there might be a rule about that. I have not tried to go live from my phone yet. And I don't know if I can. It's just, yeah, I got to be able to, because I see other content creators doing it. You should be excited about growing that tobacco. You got to let me know how it turns out. You went live with 25 on a PC? No shit. How long you been going live though, Neil? Because I know they've changed a number of components of that. Thanks for coming in, Sweet Sativa. Always appreciated. I love when new people come along to the channel. It means we're growing. There's TZ. I was wondering if you were going to swing by today. I wanted to go ahead and get you modded up if you did. And you did. So I don't know if you were here for the moderator lecture that I gave yesterday. Before I read it, why don't you tell me if you were here yesterday during it? And if you were, I won't read it again. Because I don't think we have any new people humming around in here right at the moment. What's that? What did I miss, Super Bob? I wasn't paying attention for a second. Hold on a second. Let me go over to my other side here. No, that's perfect. You can do that. I'm good with you guys dropping. Hell, you can drop videos into here. If you have something that you want me to see, drop it in the side chat or drop it in the chat. And I can ping it up and have the channel open on my other screen that I have here. So that's really cool if you guys want to do that. You know, or you can even come up and show your shit up onto here. There's no reason why not. I don't mind that. Come up just for a rip. It's all good. But I see we are rolling up on what, 8:18. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run till 8:30. There's 49 people in here right now, and we will smoke as we go. I just got a nice fresh bowl here. For those of you who haven't been in here to see, I pack up my 6-shooter of bowls every morning. And we work our way through that. 6 in there and then 1 in the rig. I say, I'm going to take a little sip here, and I'm going to take another rip. Here we go, everybody. Cheers, cheers. Mrs. Crumblewick, you want a rip? Okay. I did not think Mrs. Crumblewick wanted bong hits for breakfast, but I had to ask. It would have been rude of me not to. Jointing a couple of bowls now, Neil. Yeah, I don't know. As I said, I have a method to my madness with this. Fino Dino says, cheers to the right-handed butt wipers. Hey, let me ask Mrs. Wig. Mrs. Wig, are you a right or a left-handed butt wiper? Right. Mrs. Wig is a righty. She is a righty. Huh. Pardon me? All righty. Fair. The gardener 420 said, Mrs. Crumblewick, good morning.
Good morning. I can't catch a ball with my right hand though.
Really?
Yeah.
Then you take your glove off?
No, I usually have my glove on my left hand.
Interesting. Interesting. That makes more sense. All right, so Certified Old Guy has a question. I'm going to throw this out to the universe because I don't know if Gyro's in here right now, and I haven't seen anybody else mushroom-oriented in here. But a question is done. So when I am done with my mushrooms, would it be beneficial to add the cake to my pots? Oh, wait a minute. No, that's fine. I am using Pro Mix and Dr. Earth. You know, this is what I would think could be a problem with that. And this is just Crumblewick's experience. I had the all-in-one grow bags. I had one that grew crazy after I thought it was done. I harvested off from that, and then I whipped it outside on my compost pile. Sure as shit, 3 days later, it was growing mushrooms. So, I don't know if the same would happen if you mix that in with your Pro Mix and Dr. Earth. That's the only thing that I can tell you. If that makes sense. Anybody else can chime in on what they would think. I had to refresh this again because I've got a huge delay on my screen. Sorry about that, everybody. 8:22. It has been an awesome, awesome, awesome time that we've had here today. I hope everybody's had a great, great morning so far. I'm going to get ready to wrap this up. And yeah, I know. But I don't know if I froze it when I refreshed my screen. So that could have been just me. Yeah, I've had mushrooms in bag soil before too, but I think Certified Old Guy is talking about taking the cake from like what's left in either the mono tub, the cake itself that everything grew out of, and adding that in as essentially a compost being what it is. Interesting, Seymour. Seymour says I shovel it in right-handed and I wipe up the mess left-handed. Interesting. All righty, Brett. Thanks for coming in. Always so appreciated. See, I don't know, Certified. Now that you've asked that, it makes me wonder if it's time for a test. If you're running a couple, would you be in a position to take one and to do that with it? Mark it, see what happens. Super Bob, I never did mushrooms. I tried growing them, failed miserably. My first run failed. I felt like an asshole, but that was 100% my fault. So, you know, companies make instructions for a reason. Why the fuck would I think coming out of the gate I knew more than the mushroom company for the all-in-one bags? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you love mushroom sweet sativa? Nice. Yo, Heather Rose, thanks so much for coming in this morning. Heather says, hope everyone has a fantastic day. Stay stoned, be kind. Absolutely. Yo, thank you, Brian. You getting out of here, my friend? Perfect. You be safe. Have a great day. Don't work too hard, or night, I should say, day-night portion of your day. Crumble's high, so he's very forgetful right now for time zones. Yeah, I mean, for the starting off of them, I didn't even do a mono tub. The only reason I had to is because these white rabbits are like fucking blah. So they are a little out of control. Yo, JC, I will see you later. Thank you for being here. I'm going to get this bong up, and I think we're going to wrap this up, everyone. We just hit the 3-hour point. Cheers, cheers. All righty, everybody. I want to thank y'all for being here this morning. And as I like to say, get out there in the community today. Stop at one channel if you have time. Go there, poke around, sub up to them, drop that like, drop that comment. You know, you may make the difference between somebody never wanting to be on YouTube again and them deciding to be a part of this community. And there's a lot to be said for that. You know, we grow every day. I watch people come in and out of the room and I see, hey, I subbed up. Hey, I subbed up. And that's how we grow. So thank you all, everybody. You have an absolute fantastic day. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace.